Okay, guys, today I'm going to be going over 4 people who I think Roman Reigns should defeat before he inevitably loses his undisputed Universal Championship. Number 1, we have Sami Zayn. Now, Sami Zayn is currently the honorary Uso, and he is now Sami Uso. But I think at some point before Wrestlemania, presumably Elimination Chamber 2023, like a few weeks before then, Sammy's gonna do something stupid, or will accidentally mess up something, and that's gonna infuriate Reigns and the Bloodline, so they're gonna turn on him, and he's gonna partner with Kevin Owens, but then he's gonna earn a shot at Roman Reigns' Universal Championship. And he would have a match on SmackDown basically saying if against Jey Uso, and if he were to beat Jey Uso, he would get a match against Reigns at Elimination Chamber, and he would beat Jey Uso. And then he would obviously lose to Reigns at Elimination Chamber, but it would be a 25-minute odd match. And it would be a really good match. Near falls, and Sami just puts on a good fight. Anyway, that's Sami Zayn. The next person on my list is similar to Sami Zayn. That man is Kevin Owens. The prize fighter Kevin Owens. Now, I think that Kevin Owens is really, really good. And apparently there are reports that Kevin Owens will be going against Roman Reigns at the Royal Rumble 2023, which will be 2 years, exactly 2 years after after the set, which will be the fourth time they faced each other in Roman's title reign. And so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I think Reigns. Okay, the third person on this list is debuted a couple months ago, and he's put in really big spotlight, but he hasn't really done much recently, and that man is Karrion Kross. And here he is. So Karrion Kross came back to WWE a couple months ago, and whilst Reigns and Drew McIntyre were still having their feud for Clash at the Castle, and he assaulted Drew McIntyre, and then he eyed Roman Reigns. And then Scarlett put the glass time down, and she turned it, and she went tick-tock. After that, Kross had a really good feud with Drew McIntyre. But ever since that, but then a couple weeks after that, he didn't really show up as much, and he had a couple matches with people like Madcap Moss, and then he showed up whilst before Survivor Series War Games, when the Bloodline was still trying to find out who the fifth mystery partner was for the Brawling Brutes and Drew McIntyre, and which ended up being Kevin Owens. But Karrion Kross was questioned by them, and he said it wasn't them. But it seems like he's currently having a feud with Rey Mysterio, because he put out a card and said that he was the leader or something like that. I don't know. And I think he'll defeat Rey Mysterio once they have their match, and then he can beat some bigger names that aren't really being as used right now. He can beat other beloved babyfaces like AJ Styles and other people like him. And then he'll eventually, maybe on an episode of SmackDown, he'll get a undisputed Universal Championship match with Roman Reigns. And he'll lose to him, obviously. Anyway, that's just Karrion Kross. And the fourth person, who's probably the biggest person on this list, and match that people have wanted to see for ages, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm trying to find a good picture. Here we go. Now, The Rock hasn't really been doing much. The last time he had a full match was at when he has that feud of John Cena at WrestleMania. But ever since the Reigns went out to the crowd, ever since Roman Reigns was ever when Roman Reigns won the 2015 Royal Rumble, they've been spectating about this match for years. And now apparently they're gonna have a match at Mania, so I think that that Dwayne will return. He doesn't really need to win the Royal Rumble. Cody can still win, but then The Rock could return maybe at like Elimination Chamber to confront Reigns, and then have a really good build up towards WrestleMania, and then on night 1, Reigns will defend his Universal Championship against The Rock. Then on night 2, defend it against Cody and he'll beat The Rock. That's just how I think they should do it. Anyway, that's just me. Bye, guys.